Gavas in front. Welcome, welcome to TWS. I hope you have brought some time. I hope you are ready. I hope you are sitting comfortably. If you have some drinks. And here we go. This is it. Gavas has a beautiful start. Statin immediately gets run into the inside by Kudlis. Not aggressively, but... And here we go. Here we go at T1. There we go. I see some bumps. But so far, everything has been relatively safe here. I don't see any crashes so far. Oh, and there it is. There it is. The big pileup. There it is. Indeed. And I'm not sure who was part of that. But there it was at Horseshoe. We are running with Talarino for now. Let's go back to the times. To the actual gaps. And we're running. Let me get a good camera here. And there we go. On the banking. Oh, there was a bit of a boots into, I think, Ruba got hit by that. And let's look at the championships. No, at the race standing for now. Gavas still in 1. Statin still in P2. Kudlis still in P3. Contreras, Frisa, Lobkov, Surve, Meyerhofer, Schlebusch. Meyerhofer, Schlebusch are switching places and going into... Oh, and there is definitely damage on Meyerhofer's car. That is... Ooh, yes. That had to be a bird. No, I'm not bringing that joke. I'm not bringing that joke, but... Talarino, Aufschneider, side by side. Italcheck Racing versus Latvian Junior Locomotives. Crazy. Crazy. Talarino in the slipstream on the front stretch. Tries to get back to Aufschneider, still side by side. Has the inside here. We are going into T1. Meyerhofer fighting with Surve as well. Talarino, where do they brake? Who has the better braking point? Talarino has the inside. Does he take it? He takes it. He takes it. Does not miss a beat and does not spin out. Beautifully done. As for the other battle, Statin just calm and collected here into lap 2. Nothing of the sort of spinning out. He takes it calm, stays in Gavas's wake, and just waits for what's happening. I think the same is the case for Kudlis. And I think much of the bad stuff, the big crashes, have been resolved. And it looks like a Thunderbook, in that case Wesley, is in the pits for repairs. He might have been part of that big crash in the beginning at Horseshoe, and that might have hurt more than we estimated at the beginning. It didn't look too bad, but it might have crashed his car pretty bad, and we'll see. Mike also has been part of that, I guess. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the back here with the others, and I already see the reports coming in. And Mike goes into the bus stop chicane, and Talarino seems to be a bit slow into the bus stop chicane, holding up Aufschneider, Durkaj, and Mike has catched up now as well. Are we doing 3 wide? I don't think so. We are doing 3 wide. I want some screenshots for later for sure. And Talarino is still trying to get that back. We haven't seen much bumps, but you know what's happening. You know what's happening. We are closing in on T1. And 3 wide, T1. This is quite close. Talarino takes it, and somebody is off. Almost hitting. That is Aditya Surve. Crazy close. That was almost a hit, and we are going into Horseshoe again. And somebody, I think that was Schultz, overshot at Horseshoe. And unfortunately, took a bit of a grass landing there into the braking zone. Aufschneider versus Tallarino still. Tallarino fights for it quite heavily here. Is defending like a madman. That is his right. And Aufschneider, we're fighting for 1 or 2 points at the moment. And Statin is close to Gavars. We might have a change in lead just now. We are on the back stretch. And in the bus stop chicane, it will be decided. And I think Statin has the nose in the front and makes the move as the first and moves into first. But now on the front stretch, Gavars sets the record straight, goes back into the slipstream, and we're side by side. And I can tell you, we're going side by side into turn 1, and that's going to be interesting. Statin, who already took one out today at the spark plug, namely Lobkov, by difference in braking points. But Statin, this time he has the inside, and he stays at the inside and takes it, makes the move, and makes it stick. Can he drive out of it is the question now. And there's Gavars. There is Gavars holding his nose in where he does belong, and Statin kind of left that open for him for the taking. And Gavars, you don't have to ask him twice. He takes an opportunity if one arises. And here we come. Also, a very interesting battle in the background seems to be Schlebusch, Mike van der Burgt. Meyerhofer off. Did he spin? He did indeed. Spin out. P7. And there is Mike van der Burgt. There is Schlebusch. Aufschneider. Something must have happened. In P15 at the moment. Out of contention at the moment. But he might get back into the times. Beautifully done. Gavars side by side. Statin the same. But this time, Statin doesn't have the nose in the front. They are more side by side. Statin takes a much more aggressive turn into the bus stop chicane. Has to take the inside, but he does beautifully. And now we're at the same point as we were before. Is Gavars lifting to get into the slipstream? To get those few kilometers per hour more? And then still have the outside for it. At the moment, this is beautiful side-by-side racing. I cannot get enough of that. Meyerhofer and Schlebusch side-by-side racing as well. Round T12 here. Onto the front stretch. And here T1. Statin versus Gavars. Gavars has to break early. Call off his move. Tries for the outside. Statin has the inside. A calculated risk. He has a much worse line, and he goes over the yellow curb there quite a lot, quite heavily, and has to go into the back. And oh, there has been a big crash. Tallarino goes off track, blocks Salvador in the process, reverts back on track, almost hits his own teammate, mainly Lukas Gruber. And now we are resuming the race. It had to happen. Who knows what resulted into this? I'm not sure yet. But Schlebusch Meyerhofer, the battle is on. The winner takes it all. And the winner might be Gavars. We might crown the champion today. We might crown him today. And it might be Gavars himself. The Latvians have a points advantage. And Gavars himself has quite the advantage himself. And I think if he wins here today and does not DNF, then I think nobody can catch him anymore. The next one in the championship standing would be Statin. So only Gavars DNFing might result in a chance for Statin, but that would mean Statin has to win and Gavars has to DNF all the incoming races. If Gavars takes some points home today, then I believe it is The tale is told at that point. And I believe he might already be champion. He might already be... Oh, Gavas! Gavas loses it! At T1, there was no touch, to my knowledge. Statin was on the camera at that point. That might be a commentator's curse. If it was, I am very, very sorry. Gavas is fighting the sister team, the Latvian junior locomotives, Friesa Gavas at the moment. Gavas lost it at T1. Very, very unfortunate. Let's go back to the battle at hand, which at the moment is Meyerhofer Schlebusch. I mean, I cannot do more than tell what is happening on screen or in the championship. If that is grounds for commentator's curse, then so be it. Then so be it. I cursed you, Adstinch. I am cursing whoever I like. And at the moment, the battle at hand is the battle for P7. The closest battle so far. Friesa's already moving out in terms of time. It's part of the sport, don't worry. Yes, also gives a bit of a tingling sensation into the sport. Peak racing, if something like this happens, has to happen. It just fuels the engagement. It fuels the racing itself. In Meyerhofer, that looked very, 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 very dangerous into the bus stop chicane. And let's go for a lap with Tyler Schlebusch, who is at the moment in P8. He hasn't done much in terms of preparation. He wasn't part of the spark plug. He has the base setup, of which I uploaded it today, right after the spark plug. Everybody could have used it. And now Schlebusch is driving fairly well into the points. Schultz and P12 at the moment running pretty okay, but not in the points. For what it's worth, everybody is doing pretty good. Salvador's in the pits, probably due to damage. That is the result of Talarino and Salvador colliding after T1 there. What happened there and what transpired there, we have to... When did you do the plug, Schlebusch? I don't remember you doing that, to be honest. I don't remember when you did the plug on Daytona. Typing while racing is king. Yes, true. Almost lost it there. Almost lost it there. Okay, yeah, okay, today. Then today he was actually part of the spark plug, but he didn't do much training either way. Let's be real about that. Surve and Lobkov teammates, Lame Motorsport here. Is that a collegial switch? I think it is. Into the braking zone here. Surve was deemed faster by the team, and a switch happens between the two Lame Motorsport drivers. Statin flying at the moment with a 51. And Gavas doing fastest lap of the race. Without that mistake, he might still challenge Statin, but at the moment he has to get that time back. And has to catch Contreras, fight with Contreras. I don't think Kudlis will have many things to counter for. He will probably let Gavas right through. And we're seeing Lobkov Surve still quite close. We're running 2 points, 1 point. Aditya himself said in the interview that Daytona isn't their kind of track. They don't like it very, very much. Let me pull it up real quick. He said that the team doesn't particularly like the track. It's a weak track for them. Yes. They said they have a shot for some points, comparing their pace to the rest of the peeps on the road. Bumps of the track makes the cars prone to spin. They realize that, and they will still give their best shot. And yes, Tyler indeed lost his slipstream. Kudlis seems to not have the pace today to challenge Statin. It doesn't look like it, at least. But Statin, after Red Bull Ring, this guy maybe wants a win. Maybe he wants it so bad that now he is trying his best to get it. Last time Kudlis won at Road Atlanta. Interlagos, Gavars won. Grobnik, who could forget? Gavars also won. So it is time for Statin that he shows his pace and wins without any major collisions, without any major issues. Like the one from Red Bull Ring, for example. And Gavars challenges Contreras, but that ends in a basic Contreras moving out of it. Probably him just going into the slipstream and taking some of that fast pace Gavars has. And just getting to the front himself. Maybe even snatching a place from Kudlis in the process. Who knows? Who knows? In terms of fastest laps so far, Kudlis is faster than Contreras. But Contreras hangs on. He hangs on here so far. Doing his best at T12 here at the moment in the slipstream right now. 10 laps. We are at the 10th lap. 9 laps done. And some to go. Gavars fastest lap, 51.1. We are getting faster and faster and faster. And to be honest, votes in the chat. When are people actually pitting? When will we see pit stops? Huh? When do we think we will see the first fuel pit stops or tire changes? Will we see tire changes? Because, to be honest, it has been pretty clear from the last few races that, and to be honest, I'll see it here. People don't do mediums anymore. We have Gruber, who started with mediums. But other than that, everybody is on hard, which, to be honest, has been the best bet so far in the races. To pick like hards and stay on them. That has been the popular opinion since Monza, where Gelos basically only did a splash and dash, only went in for a bit of fuel to the end, finishing third in the process. An absolute banger race for Evangelos. Beautifully done. For Italcek. As for Italcek Racing, Gruber at the moment in P11, Talarino in P13. As for Muffler Shop Racing, Simon Brännström Statin in P1. Holding up 3 seconds. Clear. Kudlis in P2. Gavars closing in now on Kudlis. Frieser and Mike still quite far out. Schlebusch losing more and more time due to his ability to, well, not his ability to drive and type. He can do that. But there is There is his pace. Is Gavas P1 if not then washed? He is not. He is actually not. He was fighting with Statin for the lead when he lost it at T1, unfortunately. I don't think there was a collision. But Gavas is starting to get back and maybe put me in that car. Are we hot swapping real quick? Did you try current MX-5 track? Yes, I did a track guide for it. On the YouTube channel, I did a track guide. That's Stinch. Mondays usually are reserved now for MX-5 or Formula Junior, where we do that the whole day, and I do a track guide and maybe even put a track guide from a pro in, and we talk about that. At the moment, the content I'm pushing. So we're doing slipstreaming here. Is that like an official fight, or are we just trying to slipstream ourselves to the front? I think it's very, very interesting. It's, I think it has, the mod itself has some problems. The track guide I did was from Olivetti, who is one of the fastest MX-5 guys out there and like drives a lot. And right at the first day, we tried to unlock a bit for the track, and Olivetti was doing quite quick laps, so I actually caught him in practice and then immediately went out. Now, I mean, the mod is a problem because the road is actually a step above the map. So if you go off, that can lead to problems. Surve and Lobkov do their double pit at the moment. Yeah, Olivetti is stupid fast. Like, he's crazy. He is crazy. Yeah, that's... Yeah. But a lot of people actually like that. A lot of people actually like the track because of iRacing. I never drove it. I like it. It's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. But let's get back to the race here. We are at the bus stop chicane. Kudlis missed the bus stop chicane a bit. I think he lost a bit of time there. And now Gavas and Kudlis are 7 seconds away. It now all depends on the strategy in here. Aditya Surve is out of the pits at T6 and running into Schultz now. Could be his chance for P9 here. But Schultz also has to pit. So they have done their pits now. Seems like Lobkov lost a lot more in the pits. I'm not sure why he did. That's weird. Yeah, Pengu. Maybe in the future. Maybe. I just don't see a point just driving in the background. It's not my kind of thing at the moment. And I rather use it for other series. But I'll see. Maybe we'll find some time where we can collectively go into ACC rookies. Oh, I forgot the TWS logo today, by the way. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's so stupid of me. Where is it? Where is it? Can't find it. Should be here, though. Where have I put it? Maybe it's gone. Maybe it's gone. Can't help that. Maybe I have to put it in. Let me do that. Let me do that real quick. Need the TWS logo. There we go. There we go! And the battle at hand. Surve versus Schultz. Oh, and Surve makes the move at T6. Beautiful. Beautifully done, but Schultz is in the slipstream, so we will see a side-by-side. We will see a side-by-side. Bus stop chicane. Oh, and Schultz threatens for the inside. But that was not the move to do. Schlebusch in pit. Now changing. Not for some new rubber, I guess, but for some fuel, for sure. Schultz with the famous inside, inside, inside line. Indeed. Indeed. He might try it again. He might try it again. I don't think so. Where does he brake? Schultz brakes, tries for the outside here. Has a peak, but no, almost losing it. I think Aditya here with the pit stop. I'm not sure if he changed from hards to mediums or if he's still on the hards. I don't know. But there is Durkaz. And he wants a point here. He wants a point. LGI Racing is locking in on Schultz. Salvador, unfortunately, P17. Very, very unfortunate for LGI. As for the Latvian Lightning locomotives with Latvian Junior locomotives 1 to 4, I don't see that. And there was Durkaz's move. Now Schultz tries to fight for it yet again. We're closing in on the bus stop chicane. Schultz tries it again, and this time he is sitting on the apex. But now Durkaz is in the slipstream, and we should see a T1 side-by-side yet again. In terms of side-by-side battling, we see a lot here. A lot. And there we go. And Schultz goes into the pits. So he just wanted to be petty and cut some time off of Durkaz's plate. Durkaz locks in now. Tries to aim for his next victim, which would be Aditya Surve. Durkaz so far, I believe, had no pit stop. Oh yes, he did. Talarino didn't have a pit stop yet. And the front didn't have a pit stop. So P1 to P5 did not have a pit stop yet. That might happen in due time. And what's the strategy here? What is the strategy here? Gavas, Kudlis, Frieser, Augschneider, all in one voice chat. What are they talking about? What is the strategy here? Are they running hard? Yes. So at the moment, I believe it has been the common knowledge or the best strategy. I'm not sure if that is still the case, but for very long it was the case that you run hards and you just stay on hards and just go for a splash and dash. Means you stay on the tires because it would take too long to change tires. You just add fuel and at the end and then run until the end. Because in terms of tires, they would make the journey, but the fuel wouldn't. So you run your tank empty, go into the pits, fuel up for 1-2 laps, and then go out and that until the end. I think everybody has acknowledged that. That's why everybody is starting at least on hards. I don't think there is much switching anymore. We saw it today because Lukas Gruber, who is in P15 at the moment, Italcheck Racing, is actually the only one who started on mediums. if my AC TV is actually displaying the right kind of information. 15 laps have been driven so far. The grip at the moment is at a crispy 100%. So the grip is actually perfect at this point. And Durkaz is running closer and closer into Aditya Surve at the moment. Let me check real quick. Really real quick. In terms of lap times, Durkaz should have Aditya in the matter of 1 lap. If he keeps the times up he is having now, and Aditya is keeping the times up he has now, then I think next lap, Szymon Durkaz should have Aditya in terms of times. What happened to Gavaz is a big question mark for me at the moment, because he was in P2 with Kudlis being close to him, but that might have been a pit stop. Let me see. No, it wasn't a pit stop. Something happened to Gavaz because he is back to third. Kudlis was in third before. At the moment, it looks like something happened. He lost 3 seconds. Question is, why did he lose 3 seconds and where? Because I am not sure when that happened. That was not on my camera feed here. That was not on my camera feed. And Gavaz is lapping Aufschneider at the moment on the backstretch here. We are going into the bus stop chicane. T9 bus stop. T10. And out! 2.5 seconds in the front is Kudlis. This race so far has been an absolute treat to watch. And there, I did say it. He should have him in the midst of 1 lap. And to be honest, it's a half a lap at the moment. Durkaz runs close to getting Aditya now. And now we'll see. Gavaz pits. He's done. Maybe his tires are done. Maybe he is running a different strategy. Maybe. We really don't know. We will have final battles after the pits of front runners. Maybe softs now. I'm not sure that is a thing you do, but you might be onto something. I haven't seen that yet. Still at the bus stop chicane here. The battle is on. Durkaz locks in, and he should be in the slipstream very... No fucking way they just pour fuel. To be honest, splash and dash has been the common occurrence of a strategy in the last few races, so it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. And to be honest, let me know if Kudlis goes to pit. Let me know if Kudlis goes to pit. And Szymon makes the move, by the way. Szymon makes the move and he makes the stick. He is at the inside. He won't give that back that fast. And there it is. There it is. He is at Horseshoe and already clear. And he's now locking in for Tyler Schlebusch. 4 laps to go. They won't put softs. That, yes. I was talking about tire chain. Splash and dash is obviously superior. Which, to be honest, was something we wanted to counter at the beginning of the season. That was something we wanted to counter. That one tire was not the right thing, so that the tires won't last, the hard tires won't last full, and you are forced to do too. And maybe we have to change something about the tire degradation next season. Meyerhofer off. Oh, badly off. Badly off. Badly off. Has to teleport. This race is over for him. That is unfortunate. Meyerhofer had such and lost it in the bus stop chicane. Mike van der Burgt and Friesa. There is some competition for the Latvian junior locomotives, and there we go. Crazy. Crazy. And Mike makes the move for the inside. Is there a switchback? Woo! Close. Close. Oh, oh boy. That was close on both parts, by the way. On both parts. That was quite close overtakes there. Where it could have happened. And now Mike is in the slipstream. So yeah, for season 2 we might switch to 150%. So that you have to make a change even on hards. That was the original idea. It's a bit sad that this didn't came to fruition and wasn't tested enough. Mike keeps the inside there. Keeps on holding the inside. Almost touch. What, I mean, Kubikso, if you are actually participating, you could require everyone to start on mediums. Woo! But I'm not sure that would be the idea. But to be honest, I think we just change it to 150%. Then the hards wouldn't last. And we are side by side here. That is a crazy battle I'm watching. And Durkaz and Schlebusch, that move was also made. And we're going into T1. I'm sorry to interrupt the program because Durkaz Schlebusch is happening as well. Side by side. We're switching between the two. Okay, then even more at stage. And yeah, but there, we could do that, but how do we enforce it? How do we, because the system messes that up. Side by side again. And Durkaz has the inside, and you know, if Durkaz has the inside, he takes it. Schlebusch Durkaz. It's hard to enforce. If we can enforce it and we actually have an understanding that this is actually done the way it's supposed to be done. The problem is that the server gives the wrong informations. To be honest, I think since the results for Road Atlanta are not approved yet, Gavaz might actually have been champion by this point. In terms of points. Either way, this is his run. This is his run. Fucking bus stop chicane. Indeed. Indeed. Front stretch, there's a bit of a touch. A bit of a touch. Durkaz locks up. We have a battle until the end here. Schlebusch, Durkaz. The battle. Oh, Schlebusch is holding off. He has the inside. He holds it. Durkaz gets it back. This is the battle. Holy moly. And Durkaz takes a bit much of a curb. And Schlebusch. There it is. 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 Look at that permanent side by side. It's crazy. And almost a touch, but no, no, no. Everybody has it under control. We are seeing peak racing here at Daytona. Today, 21 laps run. The 22nd is run. Is been done now. Now. This race ends in just a few minutes. And Tyler Schlebusch, he takes it. Car gets a bit upset, but not too much. And with the slipstream here, he can't do much to go out of his way here. And Durkaz gets it back. And slipstream back. Slipstream back. Yep. There is also a battle here between Frieza and Mike. Crazy. Crazy. We're going into T4. Will there be a touch? Will there be a touch? Frieza has the inside. Mike runs wide, tries to get him on the back run. Schlebusch Durkaz is still happening. Bus stop chicane is done. And Statine is free of it. At the moment, it looks very much like it. And I like to confirm if he is over the line. We had a crash before the last line before. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Statine, he has its moment here. He wins at Daytona. And so far this looks like this is the decision. Gavas wins overall. He wins the Tatuus World Series Season 1. He is the winner in the Drivers' Championship. And we have to see if the Latvian Lightning locomotives aren't maybe even the winners of the championship already. Frieza goes over the line first. Mike Vanderburg P6. Schlebusch. Is that a side-by-side decision? Is it? Is it? He cannot make it. Durkaz goes over the line. Are we sure before we announce anything? So, we are sure there are 2 rounds left. And even if Gavas, so Road Atlanta, gives Gavas quite high points. I'm very much sure. My math is mathing. I hope my math is mathing. But I'm very much sure that he is. Yeah, just ban Gavas at this point then. Alright, alright, alright. I didn't die in T1. Yes! Indeed you didn't. Crazy. Crazy! What a race! What a race!